So Nick, talk to us about what families can expect to look forward to.
Yeah, so families can really expect double basically of what the individual amount is. Married couples or really joint filers on their taxes can get up to $2,400. And then for every child you have, you qualify for $500 on the rebate. All of this, just as with individuals, is scaled based on income. So if you make more than $150,000, it'll decrease by $5 for every $100 you make over that. But you won't get absolutely nothing over a certain amount.
Oh, that's really interesting. You get a lot of insight onto like what the federal government thinks like, average Americans are actually making, because obviously most people are well below the $150,000 threshold for couples, I would.
Right. So pretty much everyone, or not everyone, but like the great majority of people will get some money out of this.
Awesome. So Nick, I'm going to have you stay on, but I'm also going to bring back up Rebecca. She was talking about how these cash payments are great for families right now, but this is sort of like an emergency crisis, right? People are freaking out about how to make sure their children are cared for. Rebecca, you said this is a time when our federal government could really maybe institute some long-term thinking here.
Right. We've had these crises repeatedly. So we've had 9/11, we had the Great Recession, and then we are having lots of disasters that are more intense and coming more quickly. And so it seems that we should take this as an opportunity to figure out how we make these responses automatic and not have to have Congress each time put together a temporary fix.
I think that's really worth mentioning, especially when we were talking about global warming and how natural disasters like floods, forest fires, or hurricanes, all these things are coming more frequently. You said there's also big changes. Earlier, we were talking about the duration of benefits located in this, particularly, again, 3 million Americans right now, it'll probably be more next month, applying for unemployment. Talk to us about the duration of benefits and how that helps families.
Sure. So the states have different rules in their unemployment programs. So they range in weeks from 12 weeks all the way up to 28 weeks, with the big majority being 26 weeks of benefits. And so this bill would add an extra 13 weeks of benefits for everyone, which is going to be needed because we don't know how long this is going to last, and we don't know how long it's going to take to get folks back into the jobs once we're given the all clear on the healthcare front.
Thank you for that insight. I'm going to bring back up Nick real quick. Nick, talk to us. I know there was like a ton of back and forth. $500 per child. Is that, I mean, it seems like a good amount of money, but like, what does that even mean? Like $500, okay.
Well, I mean, as Ledge was saying earlier, the $500 amount, as with the individual amount, really ended up being a compromise between both parties. Democrats had originally wanted more, a few $100s more per child. Republicans wanted a slightly lower number, and they ended up coming together somewhere in between. But this isn't going to be the last we see of all these payments. How Republican and Democratic leaders in both the Senate and House have indicated that there will probably be more packages down the line, and there will almost certainly be more haggling over the future amounts of direct payments.